So good morning, fellow ticket holders. We are back to Dorney Park for our first visit of this season. Today we are going to meet up with some friends. We will introduce them later. They are not here yet, but we are here to ride Iron Menace, the new dive coaster here in this area of the country. So let's go on the inside and we'll catch you in the park. All right, we have made it into the park. We have gone through security, scanned our passes, and we were able to, over here, pick up our fast lane from this little kiosk, which made it super convenient. Fast lane wristbands have been acquired. And as I said in the intro, we have some friends with us today, and we got Tim and Katie from TimandKT.
Hey, and another!
This is our first time together at Dorney Park, and we're excited to go do Iron Menace together, so let's head that direction. Yes. So as we enter into the area where Iron Menace is, this area is now called Steel Yard. And we have all this cool theming going on here, as well as this ominous music, kind of what I would expect them to have during Haunt. Wow, that is really cool to see how much theming and details that they put into this new section of the park. That is really good on Dorney for doing that. Really interesting they have this music playing as well. But we are now going to head over and do Iron Menace. In the early 1900s, businessman Hiram S. McTavish opened McTavish Steel Mill. With an eye on maximizing output and putting profit above people, McTavish created a massive rail transporter he dubbed Iron Menace, which moved workers and ore at dizzying speeds. After the greedy steel baron's sudden disappearance, the McTavish Steel Mill closed. All that remains today are the mill's decrepit shell and wild rides on the old rail transporter. All right, we just finished up on Iron Menace, and
that was a fun
it was
ride.
pretty good.
Yeah. Not one of our favorites still.
No.
But it's like a mini dive coaster.
Yeah.
It's such a great to have
in this area, very
area.
close to us, within 2-hour drive to us, which is really nice to have. Definitely our closest one to home. Yeah, I agree. It's a really good dive coaster, really small, very compact and fast.
Yeah, the theming's wonderful.
The theming is really cool around here. I would say it is below Dr. Diabolical over at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I put those in the same category of size and type. They at least have a little bit longer with that helix at the end and everything, but definitely a great addition here at Dorney Park.
Absolutely.
And as I mentioned when I was talking about the music and the theming back here, that it's very reminiscent of Haunt, the Halloween event. Back here behind the roller coaster and the restrooms, this is going to be their new haunt for this year for their Halloween event Haunt. This is McTavish's Steel, and you get to walk through it during that time. We are excited to come back in October or in the fall and do Haunt here at Dorney Park this year. We have plans to do it, and hopefully we'll be able to do this Haunt very soon. All right, while we're in this area, I think we're going to ride Possessed, at least Tim, Katie, and myself. They did redo this sign, which looks really cool, but Vanessa and I only have done it once, so let's give this ride another chance.
What if somebody getting off the ultimate? They think they see a bunch of flying monkeys. And I said to them, I think that would be all of you.
Alright, I just finished up on Possessed, and again, that was my second time riding this. First time when Vanessa and I did it, we were in the center, which was pretty good. This time I went to the back with Tim and Katie, with them in the back row. Man, it is pretty cool going up the spike, but it's definitely a little jarring when you come to a stop. So, definitely a unique credit. Not sure if we'll ever ride it again, but we did ride it today. So we have finished up in the Steel Mill area of the park for now, but we are going to go over here and do Steel Force. So let's go ride on this Morgan roller coaster. Okay, so we just finished Steel Force, and that was actually an excellent ride today.
Right. It's such an underrated hyper.
I think they did some maintenance over the off season, which could be seen. Everything was running really smooth. Got some airtime and everything. Really enjoyed that one. But at this point, we're going to go have some lunch at the new restaurant, the Iron Mill. And here we are at the Iron Mill Grill and Bar. Again, this is the new restaurant for the new area, so we're gonna go check it out. So this is what Vanessa and I got from Iron Mill Grill. We got the pulled pork sandwich. Now, I think it's supposed to have coleslaw on it.
Kohlrabi.
And a what?
Kohlrabi. It's a broccolini type, the green.
Okay, well, we don't have any of that. We just have pulled pork on a bun with some barbecue sauce. At least it's not dry. And we got the seasoned French fries. And also, Tim and Katie got the chicken sandwich, which actually has the coleslaw on it. And they got the side of mac and cheese. Looks pretty good. And for dessert, they have one item here. These are deep fried tasty cake crumpets. Didn't realize they came with two, so we will be sharing. Yay!
The food was alright. Really good flavorful pork barbecue sandwich. The fries were really seasoned well. It could have been a little bit more hot. It was just sitting there when you went into the establishment, and the crumpet was a little oily for me, but it's a fun novelty. I'm not really into deep fried like items like deep fried Oreos or anything like that, but it's fun.
Yeah, I agree. So the sandwich was a little cold, but the pork at least was tender. It had some barbecue sauce on it. The bread was dry. Fries, they ran out of ketchup, so luckily they were seasoned, but I still wish I had more ketchup to dip them in. And as for the deep fried crumpet, it's okay. It's very oily. Kind of had the taste of a funnel cake because of the batter, but overall it was just a little bit too much. I'm glad we were able to share with Tim and Katie the other one, because I don't think we would have been able to eat the other one. So overall, this is an okay spot. So hopefully they do better as the season goes along. But right now, we're not really impressed with this location right now. So we have made it back to the front of the park because we just ate. We don't feel like we should ride any coasters at the moment, so we're going to take a ride on their carousel. That was such a great ride on the carousel. We do enjoy parks that still have an organ to be played when you're riding. I'm trying to think the last time we were here if it was working or not, but it was great to hear the organ today. But it's always fun to ride a carousel at the park. So now that we've had some time to rest, we are going to ride the Wild Mouse. Not our first time, but it is for Tim and Katie. But we are going to ride it with them. So let's go ride on the Wild Mouse. Woo! So Wild Mouse was definitely wild today.
I figured I'd catch some of your
so I feel like last time we were here that was a little bit smoother. She's really rough today. But luckily you guys got to get your credit.
I never get on a Wild Mouse expecting a smooth ride, so I got exactly what I was anticipating and not a bit more.
But at least the number can increase.
We got that coaster credit. That's all we need.
Alright, we're gonna go over here to Talon and do the B&M invert. Alright, here we go. Let's go do Talon, the grip of fear. Okay, just finished up on Talon, and we did a good ride today on that.
Always slow ups, but it was a fun time.
Yeah, I think we were up for at least a half hour.
Yeah.
Well, let me check, because we started about 2:35. It's about a half hour to get through that.
But we had great company.
But a great ride, nevertheless. Yeah, so I think before we leave the park today, we are gonna head back over and do Iron Menace one more time. All right, we have made it back to the Steel Yard. Heading back towards Iron Menace, ride number 2. All right, so we just finished up on our second ride on Iron Menace, and that was rough. We were in the back corner, and that guy is rattling like crazy.
Yeah.
A little concerning for the future. Hopefully they can fix that. If not,
we'll stick to the middle front.
so at this point, Vanessa and I are gonna head out of the park, so we wanna thank Tim and Katie for hanging out with us today.
Always great. Always great seeing y'all. Same.
You had to drive farther. You had to drive further than we did. So we appreciate you.
Yeah. So if you want to follow them, I'll put their information down below. Again, they from TimandKT on YouTube as well as Instagram. So go check them out. And we'll catch you when we get to the front of the park for our outro. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And with that, that will conclude our day here at Dorney Park.
Yeah.
It was another fun day here.
Absolutely, it was great having Tim and Katie join us.
Yep.
It's always great hanging out with them. We love them.
Yeah.
I think this park has potential, and it now for me has a top
coaster.
Top 3 coasters, like a solid 3 rides.
Yeah.
It has Talon.
Yep.
It has Steel Force with the new lift hill. It made it amazing, and Iron Menace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 3 great rides here. They have a few other coasters here that we didn't do today.
Yeah, the Zephyr was closed, which is also a must.
Yeah, the Zephyr train is one of our favorite things.
Yeah.
So again, we want to thank Tim and Katie for coming out and hanging out with us today. We enjoyed our time with them. Again, go follow them. They will have a video from today as well. So go check that video out. But until next time, be safe, be kind, and adventure on. Bye. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below.